Alright, what's up everyone, it's me BaRKy, and I'm sure a lot of you have heard already, but Rimworld Beta 19 is out now. Yes, it's Rimworld Beta 19, it isn't Rimworld 1.0, which is what Tynan was hoping to release, but he said he couldn't, the workload was too much for him to get it done in the timescale that he wanted to get it done. So instead we have Beta 19, which has a whole lot of stuff in it, it's quite a big patch, which is really awesome. So I'm going to read all the change log, the entire change log here, and then I'll release a video detailing my favorite changes, highlighting some of the bigger things tomorrow. I'll start working on it now after I record this, but I'm just going to read the change log because I haven't seen the entire thing. I've only seen it in pieces as the unstable build has been updated. So I'm going to go ahead and start over here. So the biggest thing straight away is that Rimworld is now 64-bit, which is great, which means it can use more RAM, so textures can be made at a much higher resolution in general, which is great. So the Steam version does include 64-bit and 32-bit, although apparently there's a bit of a bug right now that doesn't let you access the 64-bit, which is weird. But yeah, anyways, for massive mods, like if you have, I don't know, 150, 200 mods, which is something I play at on the regular, you'll be able to use all your RAM, which is great. Alright, so first up we have bridges. Added bridges into the game. You can now build bridges over rivers and non-deep lake ocean water. Bridge support all but the heaviest structures. Can burn and collapse on damage. That's really awesome. Added new messages section of the history tab. The section shows off the last 200 messages. Alright, that's great. So if you get a raid, you can see the raid after you've cleared the little email looking thing. Low-tech plate armor. That's awesome. It slows you down apparently, which is cool but gives you very good protection. Okay, cool. New scenario, naked brutality. Alright, YouTubers have been doing that for ages, and I'm sure you guys have too. New main tab, wildlife tab. Allows easy counting, finding, and designating of wild animals. Dope, that's amazing. That was a mod, they've added that in now, which is super cool. Ship end sequence. Starting up the ship reactor now takes 15 days, during which you'll be attacked constantly by desperados and mechanoids. Okay. So they've taken the wave survival of the AI challenge and actually put it into the default ending, from what I understand. New raid arrival mode, multiple groups. Okay, new raid arrival mode, enemy pods scattered all over the map. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember, but you don't see them too often anymore. But drop pods used to be the more common way of getting raided, and they could drop in anywhere. So, split mechanoid scyther into scyther, close combat specialist, and lancer, fast sniper. Okay, pretty cool. Split tribal warrior into warrior and penitent, which is mid-range melee and poverty melee. Okay, it's like a really poor person. All right. Faction relations are now categorized as hostile, neutral, allied instead of just hostile, neutral. Okay, hostile, neutral, or ally instead of just hostile or neutral. Allies will randomly send military aid and will respond to special requests. Alright, that's pretty cool. Alright, you can now offer gifts to improve faction relations by using transport pods, sending caravans, or giving gifts to their traders. Gifts can be silver, items, or slaves. Oh shit. Okay. So you have to actually you have to send the gift to them, which is pretty cool. Sorry guys, I'm really excited, as you can probably hear. I love a new Rimworld patch. Visitors of allied factions will now occasionally leave gifts before leaving. Alright, very cool. Make that a bit more useful. New buildings. Yes. Water mill generator. Generate power from moving water. Alright, cool. So you can only use it in the river. Autocannon turret. Heavy medium range turret. Okay. New turrets, even though I thought Tynan was wanting to cut down on turrets. So there's probably some catch. Uranium slug turret. Armor penetrating long range turret. Dope. Something that shoots uranium. That's awesome. Fabrication bench. Craft advanced components and some advanced tech items. Okay. Waterproof conduit. Transmit power underwater for bases on both sides of a river. Very cool. Butcher spot. Butcher without building a bench. Add an efficiency penalty. Great. They took in the tribal mod thing. You can do that in some of the tribal mods, tribal playthroughs. Very cool. Double sleeping spot. Sleep with your partner even in crushing poverty. Tynan relates to some of us, boys. New traits. Undergrounder. Don't mind never seeing the sky. Don't mind being in darkness. Alright, great memory. Slower skill decay. Alright, that's very good. Tough, take less damage. That's also very good. Gourmand, eat a lot. Random eating binges, cooking skill bonus. Now this shit irritates me. Random eating binges. So they break. Does that mean the colonists will break randomly? Because if that's the case, then this is just another trait that just irritates. That just makes Rimworld really irritating. Sickly gets sick often. I hope this isn't like malaria and stuff like that, but it probably is. No, in Tynan. Quick sleeper. Take less time to sleep. Very good. Very good. These are nice traits. These are pretty cool traits, I have to say. If this was taken out, or if it didn't break them, I don't know if it does. Hopefully it doesn't, but then I'd be very happy. New items. Flak pants, prosthetic heart, bionic spine, heart, leg, architect, eye, arm, and leg. Okay, so I've heard about this thing already. This is the next level of bionic augmentation. So you get bionic and then you get architect, which is I think 220%, and bionic is 180. Tornado generator, very cool. Hopefully useful. Patch leather, poor quality leather made from any combination of other leather. Great. Good, 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 dude. Good. New incident, wild man wanders in, very cool. New terrain, soft sand, doesn't allow building medium or heavy structures. I hope this doesn't slow you down too much, but it probably does. New designators, mass forbid and unforbid, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. We had a mod for this until recently, so that's good. Infestations now begin with the insects tunneling towards the colony, which gives the player time to respond. Fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Tynan, for listening. This is great. So we know. Now you'll see like a little mark on the ground. Alright, cool. You can now write job titles for your colonists. Very cool. New type of attack. Kick sand. Water in eyes. Like pocket sand. Condensed leather together into fewer types instead of a separate type for each animal. They are now categories. Alright, cool. You can now smooth natural rock walls into high quality walls. Very nice. I can see the theme. Take a lot of the most popular mods, add them into the game, which is very cool. Trained animal skills and tameness now decay over time. Animals can revert to the wild depending on their natural wildness. Alright, not a fan of that at all. People don't use animals much, if ever. Very rarely do people use animals. So that's a shame. Don't know why this would be in, but okay. Deep drill use will now sometimes cause insect attacks by tunneling through the ground near the drill with a warning. Very cool. New edge shader for blueprints looks much nicer and more visible than before. Yes, I've actually seen it. Yeah, it looks dope. In fact, the whole new blueprint system looks great. Added show what you will buy window, which shows all items the trader will buy. Very cool. Trees color now depends on the current season. Very cool. Tainted apparel thing filter. So tainted apparel is dead man's apparel with something else, I think. Yeah, they just changed the name. Increased prisoner recruitment chance and added a resistance which must be reduced to 0 before recruitment can begin. Yes, I've seen this. Very cool. Animals can now be renamed. Animals can now get diseases. Cool, cool. Automatic destroyed building replacement toggle. Very cool. So they took the mod that when something gets destroyed, it gets replaced with the blueprint automatically. Very nice. Translation stuff. You can mass toggle various checkboxes and drop down selections by clicking and dragging the mouse over them. Cool. Workbench builds can now be copied and pasted. Very cool. Colonists now opportunistically hold items while working if their current target is roughly in the same direction. Nice. Yeah, all these, just this all this is just from a mod, pretty much, except for the translation stuff. Alright, the player can now request AI core quests from allies. It's very cool. It's now possible to craft prosthetic and bionic body parts, grenades, and molotovs. Very cool. It's now possible to mass cancel all designations with a designator's right-click menu. Awesome. It's now possible to unforbid all items and rearm all traps with the designator's right-click. Cool. You can now drag and reorder colonists in the colonist bar. Very nice. Social interaction log now is flavorful randomized text instead of the same repeated interaction text every time. Mods page now is a search bar. Thank you. Thank you. One fucking change that I wanted. That's rude. One change. Thank you, Tynan, very much. In some very bad situations, a mysterious man in black may arrive. Can he set things right in these parts? That sounds freaking awesome. Someone's been watching Westworld. I need to go and see what this does. Armor system reworked into a 3 outcome system with armor penetration. The armor penetration of the weapon is subtracted from the armor value of the armor. This gives an effective armor rating measured as a percent. We roll an RNG out of 100%. If the result is under half the effective AR, the hit is totally deflected. If the result is over half the effective armor resistance, under the effective armor resistance, the hit is mitigated. Damage is reduced by half, and a sharp hits are converted to... Dude, this is fucking... Sharp hits are converted to bruise. If the result is over the effective AR, the hit passes the armor and applies normally. As before, armor is applied in sequence from the outside in. AR maxes out at 200%. Default armor penetration is 1.5% per point of damage, but some weapons may vary from this. Alright, very cool. Cool. Lots of checks to see if something does damage. That should make combat quite a bit more exciting. Totally reworked how plants grow. They now grow everywhere at once instead of reproducing plant by plant. Wild plants after several in-game years should now look more or less as good as the beginning. Okay. Long-range mineral scanner can now be tuned to seek specific minerals and must be worked by a researcher. Okay. Battles in the combat tab are now named. Items of the same type in the items tab are now grouped together. Cool. Items in the item tab can now be sorted by mass, market value, etc. Instead of shooting them, hunters now execute downed creatures with a neck cut. Except explosive creatures, thank you. When placing or selecting workstations where pawns can sit while working, the spot where the pawn goes is indicated by a chair outline, so the player realizes that a chair can be built there. Remove tornado incident, fantastic. I actually lost a colony to this the other day, if you guys were watching my stream, like 2 nights ago. Tornado came in, wiped out the walls as we raided, and it took out one of my colonists as well. Redesigned how improved caravanning. Redesigned how world movement speed is fed back per world tile. Very good. I hope they raised it a lot. Pack animals now follow colonists to speed up the packing process. Fantastic. Caravan tab with caravan loading screen. Awesome. Redesigned form caravan windows. That's like carried mass, caravan speed, days worth of food and visibility are now explained better. Good. Caravans now automatically forage for food while traveling. Thank you. This may actually make people use this. Added remove from caravan command. Remove people or animals from the caravan even if it hasn't left the map yet. Good. Added load into caravan. Right click option. Designate extra items to be picked up by the caravan before leaving. Good. Caravan speed now depends on the carried weight. Okay. Slowly gain social recreation when the caravan's not moving. Okay. Caravan visibility is now explicitly expressed and explained better than the old caravan stealth. Okay. Quests now give much more information about what kinds of challenges to expect. Good. When reforming a caravan, we now list colonists' inventory separately so the player can choose what to take and what to leave. Caravans who are not moving now have a low chance of being attacked. Good. This is very good. Very good. Especially since Beta 18 introduced some crazy good quest rewards. But it's very hard to actually find them. Usually you'll find like, they instead of offering a power cell or something, they'll offer like 10,000 silver. Like, it's useless. Why would I go there? I can't carry it back. So there's no point in going to go get it. Transport pods now have a contents list, which allows removing things from the pod. Great. Blunt weapons now have a chance to stun the target. That is very good. Blunt weapons now have a chance to stun the target. Very good for the enemies. Not so good for the player, but yeah. Joy tab, I assume, is now renamed to recreation. Oh, never mind, actually, forget about the tab thing. Using deep drills can now cause insect attacks. Change deep moving order to chest deep moving order. Walkable but slower than shallow water. Good. Very good. Thank you. Very good. Because not being able to cross a river at all always seemed so stupid to me. But yeah. Turrets are cheap and more powerful but now consume steel or uranium for maintenance after firing lot. Alright, don't get scared. Uranium is probably for the uranium turret. Not a random one. That would be stupid if it consumed both steel and uranium. That would be insane. Character log now integrates log messages from combat and social interactions. Deadfall Trap redesigned to spike trap, much more powerful with a 100% chance to land to spring on targets and has armor penetration, depending on what it's made of, but requires resources to replace. Very cool. Very cool. People didn't use this too much, so hopefully that gets used a bit more. Insects, we're now going to an insect-specific hypothermic slowdown instead of getting hypothermia and dying on the first winter. Are you... Tynan? Dude. Tynan loves his insects, man. He's trying to kill us all. Alpha Beaver's incident now only occurs in biomes with sparse plants, so that they're not meaningless. Okay. The refugee from the downed refugee world quest can be instantly recruited by offering help. Great. Removed Scyther Blade. Damn. Mechanoids now always die on downed. Makes sense. Doing passionate work now affects mood instead of recreation. Okay. Deep drills now yield stone chunks if no resources below. Okay. That's not too bad. I wonder if you can get a different stone chunk to what's on the map. That'd be very cool for the people who like to make the base look pretty. Fire foam poppers will now pop whenever there's a fire in a 3-cell radius instead of only when the fire touches them. Good. Very good. Food poisoning now has 3 stages and moves through over the course of a day. Damn, what a fucking patch, dude. We're almost there, boys and girls. Almost there. Pawns hit by range attacks now stagger the same way as pawns hit by melee attacks. This effect only happens if the weapon's stopping power stat is equal or greater than the target's body size. Okay. You can see like a cloud sword sometime. Most crafting benches are now uninstallable and reinstallable. Good. Removed Shiv since it's basically a low quality knife. Okay. Now possible to craft knives at crafting spots. Okay. Autostart.rws is now automatically loaded on start in dev mode for fast testing. I think that's for mod testing. Tech Prof Sub Persona Core now completes current research instead of random research. Good. Fantastic. Yes, thank you. This has become actually useful now. Combined rib body parts into rib cage. Thank you. Very good. This is just amazing. Like, this is just music to my ears, this combined rib. Because replacing every single rib in EPOE, oh man, it irritated me. Tribal factions can now do separates. Rework the advanced map options, dialogue, layout. Extreme game-breaking map sizes are now disabled by default and must be enabled in the options. Okay. Removed shoddy and superior item qualities. Alright, that's pretty good. Rebalanced and refactored quality generation. Masterwork legendary level items never generate on enemies' traders' bases. Masterwork items are extra hard to craft and legendary requires an inspiration. Alright. I like it. I hope legendary gives you quite a boost then, not just like a 10% one. Maybe like 20-25. Remove the distinction between allowed areas and animal areas. Thank you very much. This never made sense to me. Same thing with dumping areas and stockpile zones. There's no difference, just the name. Wearing new apparel now takes time. Colonists now take off the colliding apparel first, which takes time before wearing the new one. Okay, so people who play medieval, this kind of screws them a little bit. Because in medieval, you generally don't want your people to be wearing the full plate armor all the time because it slows down your work speed and movement speed. So when you get raided, they'll run and put it on quickly. Like, you'll have an assigned tab for clothing. You can't do that anymore. Or you might be able to, but it takes a lot longer. Added minimum crafting skill to various weapons and apparel crafting recipes. Okay. Remove the requirements to pay fee to initiate the item stash quest. Okay. Various floors now require research. What possible research could they require? I wonder. Settling very near to another faction base will now cause faction relations lost. Every quadrant because of anger due to territorial encroachment. Yeah, our 3 dudes who just crash landed from a spaceship is really encroaching. Destroying a faction base of a mutual enemy now gives goodwill. Very cool. Fulfilling trade requests now gives goodwill. All traders are now unwilling to buy tainted apparel and short life meals. Short life meals. Some meals with low HP. Improved animal fleeing behavior. Okay. No human enemies spawn with weapons above the industrial tech. Okay. Charge lance is now craftable and usable by humans. Dope. This thing is awesome. That's a lot of fun to use. Explosive weapons now explode when set on fire. Very cool. Wood powered fires and coolers no longer vanish when fuel's exhausted. They wait to be refueled. Very cool. Tons of art has been redone and adjusted. Many other bug fixes, interfaces, and balance adjustments. Excuse me. Whew, alright, that's the whole patch. I'm a little bit, this is a massive patch. Seriously, kudos to Tynan for doing this. This is a huge patch. I'm excited to play it. It's called Rimworld Beta 19, Polish the Cannons. I will do a highlight video tomorrow of my favorite changes, but you probably got an idea of them just from hearing me react to them over here. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I will see you all tomorrow. Check out for the video, and tell me what you think about the new Beta 19 patch. Anyways, bye-bye. Hey, thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. It's really, really awesome of you. I've got a Discord server that's free for all to join if you'd like to come and have a chat with me or anyone else. And I've also opened up a Patreon page to help fund my videos, so if any of those interest you, please go ahead and take a look at the description. Have a great day, and thank you very much for watching.